Would you like to, I mean, it's not like you have time, but would you like to be an assistant at the museum? Okay, that's nice. Are you interested in volunteering at the museum, even though you seem very busy? Volunteer? Do you mean as a volunteer guide? If I'm not mistaken, I submitted my application to Peddler a while ago. Didn't she receive it? I'm not sure. I should probably ask her. Sure, thanks for your help. If she doesn't have my application form, I'll just fill in a new one. I'll send her a message to ask her about it. Thanks for your help. You up? I'm inviting Japard to be a museum volunteer guide, but he says he's already submitted the application form. Do you know anything about this? Hold on, let me have a look. I found his application. It got squished between other documents. That was weird, it glitched on my screen. I haven't looked at it yet. Please let him know to prepare for the interview. Oh, by the way, you don't need to be the assistant assessor this time. Oh hey, so I'm no longer useful to you? So it seems like I'm no longer of use to you. Hey, you know that's not true. And stop pretending to get offended when you're getting a free pass to chill. I just want you to have a rest. I don't mean anything else. After all, you've been working hard for the museum all this time. I need to head off now. Please let Japard know about the interview. Hello, thank you. She said it was a mistake. I understand. As an intelligence officer, she has to deal with piles of files every day. It is impossible not to mess up once in a while. Anyway, I've got my answer. Thanks for your hard work. Without you, both of us would still be in the dark about the situation. Now, I need to start preparing for the interview she mentioned. I hope I'll have the chance to be a museum guide soon. See you around. Yeah, ew. Yeah, it makes sense. He doesn't exactly have a lot of time up his sleeve, does he? Boom. That's all of that. So I've gotten all of that, all of that, all of that. I just need 3 more exhibits, according to my, I should have just said yes. List. Oh man, that wind is seriously picked up. It is loud. What is this one? Friends. Holy shit. What are we on? 22 or 50. Da-da-da-da. I would like my rewards for Japard. Thank you. So we've got 2 to go. Sempo and... I'm not sure about that one. I'm trying to think of everybody we've met here in Bellabog. It's not Sealer, is it? I don't know. What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. I can't specifically click on it. Oh well. Alrighty. So, General Hall exterior to 50. Oh, that's right. It's going to be super expensive. I can do one immediately. You said 15, right? To max it out? Yeah. Alright. So you're going to need to upgrade. Twice. And I can't afford anything else. Such big numbers compared to when we started. I'm getting closer to the next part of the quest. Obtain new clues for Alisaran's lance. Ooh, it looks interesting. Oh, I forgot I had to do some other things. Oh, whoopsies. Let me quickly go grab all 3 of these things because they may have an impact on my results. Stella, you're back. I have absolute confidence that you're the right person for this next job. This time around, I hope you can help us retrieve some data from Automaton Hound. We put in a request with the Silvermane Guard's technology division, but they shut us down. They said that data from Silvermane automatons is top secret, so they're unwilling to let it be an exhibit in the museum. That's why I've thought of you. I heard you've made quite a name for yourself down in the underworld, and even that Svarog is willing to sing your praises. This is a simple job. Just take his recording device down to the underworld and get into a fight with an automaton hound. That's all. Automaton data from the underworld. Data? Holy shit, what am I, American? Data from the underworld presumably is not classified, and so I leave this task in your capable hands. Can I speak to you about the other ones, now that you've given me that task? No. Drat it. What? Where even is that? How does one get there? I'm so confused right now. I don't understand how I get... Hello? How do I get to you, good sir? Oh, I've never been this way, so the map wasn't finished. Ah, I had no idea. What do you know? Okay, hi. I finished my map now. Mech pet lover. Huh? A fresh face. What have you come to our robot settlement for? I want some data from an automaton hound. Yeah, right. That's a pretty tall order. No way I'm handing over automaton data to just anybody. But then again, if you're willing to spar with my big baby, then I might just be willing to reconsider. How about then? A fight? Or are you scared of my baby? Let's fight then. Bring it on. Good. Another chance for my sweetie to pick up some new combat data. Let's start.
Let's be friends, shall we? Do you know who I am?
God, holy shit. I think I need to turn down the special effects, sir.
Ever see a diamond this big?
Volume.
Oh, it's all yours. Customers are always
We're not
welcome.
exactly the target
1,000 wonders to raise
elements,
your spirit.
you know?
Good omens. Fight as one. Let's be friends, shall we? Yeah, you must be honored to meet.
I don't think they feel very friendly right now.
Time to twirl.
Lance at the
Nailed
ready.
it.
To the finish.
It's always Ting Yun. Hey, Pod, fantastic. Ah, my 2 highest HP characters.
You will know justice.
Brilliant.
Customers are always
Damn it.
welcome. Chill out. What are
Hoping
you
for a
looking
bit
at?
more than that.
Maybe you can keep it down?
It's okay. At the end of the ball. Well, that sucks.
Let's be friends, Yeah, you must be honored. This is gonna hurt.
Now that's some precious data. Don't worry, my dear. I'll give you an upgrade. So here's the previous automaton data for you. I ain't got no use for it anymore. You earned it. See you later, sister. The data seems to have been recorded. He's a bit cray-cray. Well done. Why can't you just sit where you're supposed to be? Why must you always come to this room? Great work. I'll pass that on to our data modeler. Later on, you'll be able to see a replica or automaton around. Okay. It's just the exact same text. Oopsies. I need to go through the opening. Hi, Fedora. I was going to read it, but it's like, it's the exact same thing every time. Oh, wait, there's space for more. No. After each... Okay, that's not what I was wanting. Well, where is he? You said quest started, but you don't tell me where he is. Right there. What am I going to do? Oh, Stella. Well, there's a sight for sore eyes. We have several exhibits on loan from other departments, and they've all been broken. The problem is, if they can't be fixed, the museum will have to pay up compensation. Boris is rushing repairs in the museum workshop right now. It's too much for one person to handle. Please, can you help him? I still don't understand how you ever got it into your head that I'm good with technology or like a repairer. It just seems so out of place. Sound effects are already really low, as are music. So why is combat so fucking loud? I don't get it. Like, these sound effects are fine. But the minute I get in combat, my ears just get blasted away. You're desperate for help. This model is way out of date. I need to do some research. You take care of this first. Actually, though, there we go. Ah, but that has to go up. Ah, there we go.
So that's how it works.
Oh boy, now the voices are too loud. Whew. Heh, you're not too bad at this. Respect. Thanks to you, it's pretty much done. Can this thing be used in real life scenarios? Hey, don't try using this old relic. If anything happens to it, I'd lose my mind. In any case, good job. I'll go tell Uldan about this and put these things in the display cabinet. Except I'm the one who's going to put these things in the display cabinet. Oh my. It's big. Mine mantle clock. Reduces the tour duration parameter of the exhibition area where the exhibit is located by 5%. Yeah, these are the ones I'm wanting. Because it's going to save me on money overall. Ah, we're in this room, are we? What are you doing here, Dunn? And why are you in full regalia? Hey, isn't this Stella the Outsider? Welcome to Belobog History and Culture Museum. Feel free to walk around. If you need any help, let me know. Also, try not to trigger the alarm this time. Wow. What? I didn't even realize he... I don't know that he's a volunteer, is he? All done. Stella, you're right on time. Boris is looking for you. If you're free, head up to the museum workshop and pay him a visit. Oh, we have to repair the lance, do we? I thought I had to find it. You're finally here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I'm modeling Alyssa Rand's lance right now. I heard you're currently in possession of it, yes? Oh, you mean my weapon. I get it. Please, can you do me a favor? If I can see your dashing figure in a real fight, it'll give me a better understanding of its weapon. No, you can really just look at it and hold it yourself and it'll give you the same perspective. That way I can breathe a soul into the model. Can you give me a demonstration of how you use this in combat, please? Just a little bit. Alright, what should I do? Thanks for that. I knew you'd help out. Then I'll catch you at Backwater Pass later then. Why Backwater Pass? What an odd place. Are you trying to get, like, walloped by Fragmentum dudes? Damn it. Stay away from me, sir. Good job. There you are. You ready? I'm ready to give a combat demonstration. Thank you. Allow me to observe. What is it costing me? Okay, this is gonna suck.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Time to twirl! Seize the moment.
I'm seizing it.
Chill out. You must be honored to meet me. Maybe you can keep it down?
Fracture!
Come on, buddy. You were so close to just dying. Let me show you my fists of conviction. Is that good enough for you? Thank you so much, Hero of Belobog, Stella. You've done a real solid for me here. I put together something to thank you. Go ahead and take it. He didn't give me anything. Did this guy just lie to me? I think he lied to me. Wow, rude. When can we go upstairs, damn it? Ah, don't populate in front of me. It's Findy. I'm not talking to Findy. Oh gosh, that is absolutely not how I would have displayed it. That does not look very stable at all. Ugh, that's not what I wanted either. Okay, well that's all my side quests done. So, oh wait, that's 3 extra artifacts. That's all I needed for my rewards. Da-da-da-da. Collect a total of 15. Yay! Unlock all exhibition areas and complete mission. Opportunity makes the thief part 4. Well, that's what we're getting to. Patience is a virtue game. We're getting there. That is the end of my rewards here. So we just have to keep going with this thing as a whole. Yeah, I feel like the sound effects are way too quiet now. I'll just sort of put it with a loud battle sounds. So I have 2 left there. And 1, 2, 3, 4 left there. Oh my god. So many. Okay. Level 15, you say. Oh, really? Oh, I probably have to level shit up anyway. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, that industrial hall is given a lot, isn't it? One more quest. Sorry, one more day and we can do the quest. And that'll get me that done as well. Yay. Oh, that was only 13? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to level up so much here. It's still not enough. Oh my god. Bugger. Okay, well, we're gonna get the mission first. Because we're gonna hit the mission today. Boom. Prosperous glory. Opportunity makes a thief, part 4. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot you can't. Have to do the mission. Damn it. How dare you tell me what I have to do? Can't I choose to do what I wish to do? Paler.
Ah, nice to see you. You're looking in good spirits.
Really? I feel particularly bummed out, actually, after not being able to do what I want to do.
The museum is packed these days.
You're welcome.
I've never seen it so full of visitors. You run a tight ship here. Still, it'd be nice if those kids would stop littering. It's barely lunchtime and I've already picked up 3 half-eaten packs of Snow White popping candy.
Ew. Is there something you want to talk about, Paler? Kids these days.
I know, right? I'll teach them a lesson if I catch them in the act. That's for sure. By the way, you remember that Norbert guy we captured?
Nah, completely
Silvermane
forgot about
guards have
him.
acquired new intel from him.
What kind of question is
I
that?
thought you might find it interesting.
Speak.
I always wondered, how did he, a rich kid with virtually no real-life experience, suddenly think of becoming a smuggler?
Well, as I said, either his family's fallen on hard times or he's been cut off. Or he got corrupted. Either or.
There's no way someone like him could have come up with the idea of disassembling a sculpture and hiding the pieces inside robots.
I mean, that's kind of being insulting to him and his type of person. I think he's perfectly capable of figuring that out.
The result is just as I expected. After less than half a day of interrogation, he confessed everything. He admitted that a mysterious figure named Mr. Coldfeet persuaded him to target the museum exhibits. Mr. Coldfeet fooled Norbert into believing that many of the museum's artifacts were forcibly seized from private collectors by the Silvermane guards. He told them that true justice would be returning the artifacts to the people.
I think Norbert's an idiot.
Norbert probably didn't believe any of that nonsense. I think he just wanted to prove himself and add more to his fortune.
So he still has a fortune. So why does he need more? Oh my god.
Mr. Coldfeet not only introduced him to buyers, but also gave him advice, and only charged him a 30% consultant's fee. In the opinion of our young Mr. Norbert, the deal was too good to refuse.
Did you find this Mr. Coldfeet?
That's what I wanted to discuss with you. Norbert said Mr. Coldfeet operates with
Missing a
extreme
capital F?
discretion and knows the Silvermane guards' every move like the back of his hand. If he catches wind about the slightest rumor in the city, he'll disappear without a trace.
I mean, then you don't have to worry about a thief. That's kind of positive, except we still need stuff from him.
If what Mr. Norbert said is true, then our safest option is to send a civilian to try to reach out to Mr. Coldfeet and lure him out of his lair.
Which is fair, but I'm not a civilian. I'm a civilian in general, but I'm not a civilian from here. You want me to go and meet him?
You guessed it. Everyone agrees that there is no better candidate than you. Norbert says he usually communicates with Mr. Coldfeet through the door of a room in the Goethe Hotel. The usual agreed meeting time is right now. Take this as a final request from the Silvermane guards. Can you go to the Goethe Hotel to meet with this Mr. Coldfeet?
Okay, to the Goethe Hotel we go. Is there a quick way of getting there? Ah, damn it. I was really hoping we could just, like, teleport inside. But no. Alas and alack. Alright, which door are we talking about? Hello? I'm trying to do what you asked of me. Yeah, I'm outside the door. Let me hurry up and get on with it. So efficient as expected of you. Norbert said the secret signal he set with Mr. Coldfeet was 3 light knocks, then 2 heavy knocks. Now it's up to you, all up to your silver tongue, Stella. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Can't believe I've missed that. The door remains unperturbed, and you feel a chill brush past your knees. If you stayed any longer in this freezing hallway, you would soon turn into a Miss Coldfeet yourself. Tap 3 times and knock twice.
There's no response. Did I remember the
It's 3
wrong
and then 2, wasn't it?
Norbert, is that you?
Bleh.
Oh, what took you so long? I was worried the Silvermane guards might have got to you.
So it is
But
Sampo.
You're not the type to turn someone in at first capture, right?
Seriously, Sampo? I was like right from the beginning, it better not be Sampo because that just feels cheap. And what is the answer? It's frickin' Sampo. I feel really disappointed right now.
Well, it's time for me to get on out of here. After all, we already made a nice little fortune on this trip.
How could I ever betray such a dear friend? Come hell or high water, we shall forge the bonds of brotherly.
Uh-oh, someone's getting a little emotionally over-invested? You know what we are? Accomplices. You know what that means? Partners in crime. You know what else that means? We are not friends. All right, enough chinwagging. So how much did the microfilm sell for?
Uh-oh. I'm just gonna have to make up an amount. Hope it's believable.
You just bust the door open and just accost Sampo. How much have you been paying for the paintings? Anywhere from 10,000 to 30,000. I'm gonna say 50,000 credits.
50,000? Well, it's a little less than I thought, but not too bad. By the way, you catch a cold or something, your voice sounds a little different than before. Or maybe you... What kind of hotel's this anyway? No peepholes on the doors!
He's starting to suspect me. That's not good. I better think through the next question carefully before answering.
You know, I just realized there's something I forgot. Maybe you could help me remember. That gears and wisdom sculpture I told you to take apart and hide away. Can you remind me how many pieces it had?
40. About 40. You obviously answered wrong. It's what it said on the side of the screen. Right at the end, before the kids gave us the scraps, it said 19 of 40. So does that just mean we were going to gather 40, not that there was 40 in total? You obviously answered wrong. The peep can be heard from Mr. Coldfeet. Uh-oh. Wouldn't it be a shame if you, the hero of a Stellar in crisis, the supreme guardian's respected comrade-in-arms, let the prison slip away just because of a hotel door? There's only one choice left in front of you. Break down the door with a bang.
If it isn't my valued client. What a pleasant surprise to see you again. Isn't it amazing how fate brings people together, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Our bridge of friendship could extend all the way to Everwinter Hill.
We don't have a bridge of friendship. I guessed it was you from the beginning. I literally did.
Guests? So you don't have any evidence?
No, when I guessed you right at the beginning, I had no evidence.
Well, I mean, how could you? Your old buddy Sampo is a model citizen these days. You know the guards on sentry duty in the restricted zone? I deliver their breakfast every day.
Somehow I doubt that.
Okay. So, kind of cold out, huh? Man, this is getting uncomfortable.
You brought it upon yourself.
Okay, I have a proposal. I'm sure you're gonna find this very reasonable. Yeah, I made a few small fortunes in the artifact business lately, and I can give you a third of my earnings. How about that, huh?
I have more than enough credits, sir.
In exchange, I only ask that you please don't tell the Silvermane guards about me. Just tell them you missed the culprit. You're a big hero. They won't give you a hard time about it, right?
If you were so scared about getting caught, you shouldn't have committed the crime in the first place.
How's that sound, huh? 1/3 is a lot of money. Think about it. I would never dare to rip off a valued client such as yourself.
Why does she look like she's thinking? Or think I can be bought? You brought this upon yourself.
I mean, how can you be so unaccommodating? I mean, that is not like you, sister.
I've had to run all over this bloody city getting stuff. I mean, some of it wasn't your fault, to be fair, but trying to find where these damn artifacts have gone. You think I'm gonna let you off that easily? No.
Oh, I knew the good times couldn't last, but I didn't think a valued client would bring them to a close. Oh, go ahead. Notify the authorities. I'd rather burn out than fade away.
Okay, I caught Mr. Coldfeet. He's Sampo. What? Sampo? I thought he'd just turned over a new leaf, but... I'm coming right over now, Stella. Wait for me where you are. Don't let him get away. I mean, I can't make any promises. He's pretty slippery. Oh, case in point. Sampo has vanished. No sound of hurried footsteps, no sound of a window or door opening.
I let him get away. Too late now. I'll have to wait for Pela to get here.
Wait in an empty room for a while. Love the
I'm
grammar.
here. Where's the suspect?
He escaped from under my nose.
I see. So he's just as cunning and crafty as ever. He fooled the Silvermane guards into thinking he'd changed. But we won't be falling for that act again anytime soon. This operation ends here. You've helped us enough already. Leave the rest to the Silvermane guards. Here. These rewards are for you.
Thank
I
you.
hope they come in handy in the journey ahead.
They will.
Oh, by the way, if you still want to help run the History and Culture Museum, Miss Saris and I are always happy to work with you.
I still have a number of artifacts to collect, Payla, plus I'm a completionist on the odd occasion. I need to max out every stat. Level
Speaking
up
of which,
everything.
Miss Eris was just looking for you. Why don't you go to the museum and talk to her?
Plus, there's a part 5 to this mission, so we're not completely done yet.